I'm Allegra Houston, and welcome to the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week. I'm in Nova Scotia right now, having just finished day 4 of my 5-day memoir workshop. And my creative collaborator, James Nave, is in Asheville, North Carolina. So I'm doing this one alone this week. So this is what we do every Saturday and also every Thursday. We meet on Zoom with whoever wants to come. People Zoom in from all over the world, from South Africa, from Rwanda, from Japan, from Australia, from Canada is where I am right now, from the UK, all kinds of places. So we hope that you will join us in person on Zoom one of these Saturdays, noon Eastern time, or Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern time. It's free. So when you can't join us, hopefully you find us here on YouTube. And this is how we do it. We offer a prompt, usually an image, and we put it up on the screen for 2 minutes, and we ask everybody on the call to generate a list of words or short phrases. So that's what we will ask you to do. Whatever pops into your mind as you look at the image, write it down in a list, not joined up writing, just a list of words or very short phrases for 2 minutes. And here is the image. Once everyone has generated their own list, we go around the Zoom room and ask everyone to contribute one item, one word or short phrase from their list, and we create a community list, which functions kind of like a collective imagination for all of us to draw on. So I will give you the community list that we created today to use as you like or not. So as I read it out loud, you might want to write some of these words down because something does happen when you actually kind of, let it go in your ear and out your hand. But I will also put the list up again during the 10-minute writing time, so you will have it to refer to. Here we go. Crescent half moon, amused. I feel pretty. Jaws of a daydream. Must be a poet. He ordered pizza. Venus flycatcher. Sparky short, the moon on the man, flight, moon man, a Magyar beard, powder and dust, worsted, church of the unseen, mirth held in check. I'm glad he's not an ancestor. Werewolf hipster, mandible, sea framed, 1880s hair gel. I wake up like this. Umbrella of hair, the moon in your eyes. So the next item on the agenda is writing for 10 minutes. And as you do that, all we will encourage you to do is let your imagination take the lead. Don't worry about what you should write, or is this the right thing to be writing, or is it good, and all that. You're writing for 10 minutes. So the idea of it being good writing is really kind of absurd. What we're looking for is good material. And what's good material? It's something that surprises you, something that you can't just think up with your rational mind. So when you let your imagination take the lead, you don't have to try and direct where it goes. Just start with one of the words on either your list or the community list and go from there. And maybe you'll come back to the lists and use lots of the words from the lists, or maybe you won't come back to the lists at all and you'll just only use that one. So it's entirely up to you how many of the words on the list you use, and whether you write fast or slow, poetry or prose, coherent or incoherent. You might find yourself going off with all kinds of things that don't necessarily hold together. That was what happened with me today, for example. So that's fine. It's all about surprising yourself with what your imagination pops out. So the 10 minutes will start now. something now exists in the world that didn't exist 10 minutes ago, and you wrote it. So you may think that's negligible, but it's not negligible. Every time you write for 10 minutes, you're strengthening the connections between your imagination and the page. Every time you do this, you're opening your mind to more possibilities, more awareness, more humor, maybe, or more deep exploration of your past or your present, who knows, or perhaps your future, I don't know. So what we do after we write is we break up into breakout rooms and read what we wrote aloud to an appreciative audience of 5 or 6 other people. It's always an appreciative audience because, as I said, there's no point in worrying about whether something that was written in 10 minutes is a good piece of writing. The only thing that it matters is it interesting? So when we do this, we simply can reflect back to one another what we find interesting. And if you are the only person in the room, you will be able to reflect back to yourself what you like in your writing, because your body will produce a little hit of dopamine every time you read something that you like, whether it's one word or one combination of words or maybe a whole phrase. And that will, without any effort, push you towards writing to your strengths, towards writing what you personally like about your writing, which usually is what's surprising and what's original, what's only yours. So put me on pause now and read what you wrote aloud. So at this point, we usually credit the image, and in this case, it's simply an archival picture we found online from the 1880s. I think, or perhaps it's the 1890s, but anyway, you get the idea. It's a late 19th century picture of somebody, with a sense of humor, we think. So if you like what you wrote and you would like to share it with our group, we have a way for you to do that, and it's called the Imaginative Storm Circle. And here is how you get there. Go to imaginativestorm.com. Scroll over to the community page, click there, and you will see Imaginative Storm Circle. Click there, and it will take you down to that bit of the page where it explains the circle. You can click here in the picture, and you end up at the circle. It won't look quite like this because I'm logged in and it wants me to do things. It will ask you to make a username and a password. It's also free. And once you've done that, go over here to this navigation on the left. You can explore the rest of it at some point if you like, but prompt of the week is where we're going. And in prompt of the week, you will see with the date every single prompt that we have offered for over 4.5 years. So it's quite an archive. And let's just click on one and show you how this works. So we'll click on this mural. So here you will find the first thing, the credit, then a link to our YouTube. We create a YouTube video for each prompt where we do the timing for you. And then you'll find the Saturday words and the Thursday words, and then you will see what people have posted. And well, this was a week where nobody really replied very much, but you can like what people wrote and you can reply to what they wrote. And if you want, you can upload an audio or a video. See here, Kathleen has commented on Celia's. And you can, here Nave's also uploaded an audio. And then at the very bottom, you will see this, what are your thoughts? And that is where you type in what you wrote and you're done. So we hope you will post what you wrote. We hope you will join us on Zoom one of these Saturdays or Thursdays. And while you're at imaginativestorm.com, you can find out about the other things we offer, those Zooms, other specific one-off courses on Zoom, series. Our book, Write What You Don't Know, we do as a 10-week, 11-session live Zoom course. The next one of those, as I make this, will be starting on January 20th, 2026. And we have in-person retreats as well. So one of these days, we hope to meet you, and thank you for joining me today.